Education Organizations Guide 1. Chapter 1. Education Organizations Guide 1. Education Organizations Websites. AAICU.org, Association of American International Colleges and Universities. AICU member institutions are American institutions of international higher education, located abroad in Europe and the Middle East and which are accredited in the United States or enjoy equivalent status. ACPSP.org, Association of Collegiate Business Schools and Programs, Region 1, Northeast United States, promotes the improvement of business schools. Member Directory and Meeting Information. ACE.COOP, Association of Cooperative Educators, international professional organization for people interested in all phases of cooperative education. ACSWASC.org, Western Association of Schools and Colleges, WASC, accrediting information, directory of schools, calendar, and affiliations. ERA.net, American Educational Research Association, AERA, an organization concerned with improving the educational process by encouraging scholarly inquiry related to education and by promoting the dissemination and practical application of research results. AERA is the most prominent international professional organization with the primary goal of advancing educational research and its practical application. AIMSDU.org, Ames Education Foundation, a non-profit, independent organization which administers a rapidly growing and increasingly complex educational materials development program. AMLE.org, Association for Middle-Level Education, serves professionals, parents, and others interested in the educational and developmental needs of young adolescents. APCA.com, Association for the Promotion of Campus Activities, National Campus Activities Organization servicing the needs of campus programming departments and other campus organizations. Provides a network to meet other campuses, new programming vendors and new talent for your campus activities program. ASCD.org, Association for Supervision and Curriculum Development, ASCD, an organization for professional educators. BetaClub.org, the National Beta Club, promotes character, develops leadership skills, encourages service involvement, recognizes achievement, and provides technological advantages to students in grades 5, 12. Bibliotecas para la gente.org, Bibliotecas para la gente, the Northern California chapter of Reforma, the national organization to promote library and information services to Latinos and the Spanish-speaking. Details about the group, membership, materials, and outreach efforts, links to related sites and contact information. CCCU.org, Council for Christian Colleges and Universities, CCCU, an international association of Christ-centered colleges and universities. The CCCU site contains resources for faculty, administrators, and students. CCDIA.org, Cooperative Center for the Development of Children and Teenagers, a Brazilian NGO planting education projects in slums and deprived communities throughout Brazil. CEAI.org, Christian Educators Association International, CEAI, a professional association of Christian educators serving in public and private schools, a Christian alternative to NIA/AFT and a resource for Christian rights in public schools. Center.edu, the Center for Innovation in Education, provider of mathematics in service and training. CLUEB.org, the Center for Law and Education, strives to make the right of all students to quality education a reality throughout America and to help enable communities to address their own public education problems effectively, with an emphasis on assistance to low-income students and communities. Compact.org, Campus Compact, dedicated to promoting community service in higher education. Concord.org, the Concord Consortium, a non-profit educational research organization devoted to educational innovation worldwide through creative technologies. Cord.org, Cord, a national non-profit organization dedicated to leading change in education through projects and programs that prepare students for the technological workplace of the future. Dictionaryproject.org, the Dictionary Project, non-profit organization that provides free dictionaries to third-grade students. Lists US. state and international projects and ways for individuals to sponsor a project. edc.org/ewit, educators website for information technology, EWIT, a learning community of educators and business leaders that supports the innovative use of IT skills and academic standards to enhance learning and to develop IT skills for work. edliberation.org, Education for Liberation Network, National Coalition of teachers, community activists, and families who believe a good education should teach people to understand and challenge injustice. educationscotland.gov.uk, Education Scotland, national body supporting quality and improvement in Scottish education. Includes remit and key areas of activity. Followadream.net, Follow a Dream, Inc., non-profit educational organization. The founder, who was blinded and lost his senses of sight and smell in a catastrophic accident, gives speeches and teaches that with adversity comes opportunity. ICAB-USA.org, International Certification Accreditation Board, an independent, global, non-profit organization ensures quality, credible professional credentialing programs and procedures. IDEA-ONLINE.org, Illinois Drafting Educators Association, IDEA, a non-profit professional education organization for the advancement of drafting education. KEF.org.pk, Kashmir Education Foundation, a non-political, non-governmental and non-profit organization dedicated to promotion of quality education in rural areas of Pakistan and Azad Kashmir. LearningForward.org, National Staff Development Council, NSDC, a non-profit professional association committed to ensuring success for all students through staff development and school improvement. magiclink.net/ODW, Our Developing World, a non-profit educational project dedicated to bringing the realities of the Third World and the richness of diverse cultures to North Americans. ms-sc.org, the Marine Society, committed to the education, training, and well-being of professional seafarers. nati.org.uk, National Association of Head Teachers, NAHT, professional association serving all heads and deputies in all sectors of education in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Includes profile, services, documents, and membership information. nmo.org, Partnership for America's Future, provides programs that are designed to get students to use their education now to solve real-world business and educational problems for financial reward. notmekid.org, Not My Kid, a not-for-profit organization dedicated to serving the interests of youth and families who are at risk for drug abuse, delinquency, early school withdrawal, family dysfunction, teen pregnancy, and other behavioral health problems. nrcpara.org, National Resource Center for Paraprofessionals, NRCP, articles, bibliography, and links on training and managing para-educators. ntiatutor.org, National Tutoring Association. The NTA is a non-profit membership-supported tutoring association. Members represent colleges, universities, school districts, and literacy programs. Partnershipway.org, the Center for Partnership Studies, a non-profit organization working to create a more peaceful, equitable, and sustainable world through cultural transformation. Includes programs, books, education program, tapes, interviews and links. peaceeducation.com, Peace Education Foundation, a non-profit educational organization that offers grade-specific, research-based conflict resolution and mediation curricula for K-12, as well as regional and on-site training. peacefulschools.international.org, Peaceful Schools International, provides support to schools wishing to have a peaceful atmosphere. Members, activities, reports, and related links. prayinguktor.org, Fellowship and Christian Encouragement, FACE, for educators, encourages and equips educators across the U.S. to pray together in weekly FACE chapter meetings at their schools. The group's goal is to improve educational environments with strong Christian support groups. Reforma.org, Reforma, U.S. Association to promote library services to the Spanish-speaking. RomeSchools.org, Rome International Schools Association, Since 1974 this consortium has encouraged an international curriculum. Site lists schools, a few have web links, following their philosophy. SACNAS.org, the Society for Advancement of Chicanos and Native Americans in Science, SACNAS. The mission of SACNAS is to encourage Chicano/Latino and Native American students to pursue graduate education and obtain the advanced degrees necessary for research careers and science teaching professions at all levels. Schoolcouncils.org, School Councils UK helps children and young people to have a greater say in matters that affect their school and wider lives. sesb.northwestern.edu/ls, Learning Sciences, an interdisciplinary research and development lab dedicated to applying principles of cognitive science, computer science, artificial intelligence, and educational theory to improving the way people learn. studentaffairs.case.edu/trio/upwardbound, Trio, a federally funded program committed to providing access to post-secondary education to low-income and potential first-generation college secondary school students, beginning at the 6th grade through the 12th grade. Sunflowerfreedom.org, Sunflower County Freedom Project, a group of local citizens working together with former Teach for America teachers to improve the educational opportunities in the Mississippi Delta area. Find details about the region, the organization, its teachers, students, and curriculum. UFSforum.org, Forum for Spiritual Education, an association of centers, organizations, and individuals committed to the promotion and provision of spiritual education and spirituality in learning. virtualsalt.com/edsites.htm, education websites, sites of education organizations, principally higher education. wsare.wisc.edu, Wisconsin Center for Education Research, a world-class research center that provides a productive environment where leading scholars conduct basic and applied education research. wtpn.org.uk, Western Training Provider Network, modern apprenticeship information service for businesses and for young people in the Bath, Bristol, South Gloucestershire, and North Somerset area. Discusses benefits, operations, and occupations open to modern apprenticeship. Early Learning Organizations/Preschool Organizations. cec.sped.org, Exceptional Children. naec.org, Education of Young Children. nagc.org, Gifted Children. pta.org, Parent-Teacher. Association for Childhood Education International, ACEI. 17904 Georgia Avenue. Number 215. Olney, Maryland 20832. 800-423-3563. 301-570-2111. Headquarters at asci.org. asci.org. The development, growth, and education of children from infancy through early adolescence, publishes the journal Childhood Education, Journal of Research in Childhood Education and ACEI Exchange. Center for Early Literacy Learning, CEL. The Orlana Hawks Puckett Institute. 8 Elk Mountain Road. Asheville, North Carolina 28804. 828-255-0470. info@puckett.org. earlyliteracylearning.org. Center on Enhancing Early Learning Outcomes. 43 Foundry Avenue. Waltham, Massachusetts 02453. 617-969-7100. ltd.edc.org/enhancing-early-learning. Center on the Social and Emotional Foundations for Early Learning, XFL. Department of Special Ed, Box 328 GPC, Vanderbilt University. Nashville, Tennessee 37203. 615-322-8150. cscfel.vanderbilt.edu. Focused on promoting the social-emotional development and school readiness of young children birth to age 5. Center to Mobilize Early Childhood Knowledge, Connect. Connect FPG. Child Development Institute. CB 8185, UNC Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill, North Carolina 27599-8185. 919-966-2622. Connect at unc.edu. community.fpg.unc.edu. Creating a series of web-based professional development modules that focus on and respond to challenges faced each day by those working with young children with disabilities and their families. Chapin Hall Center for Children. University of Chicago, 1313 East 60th Street. Chicago, Illinois 60637. 773-256-5100. chapinhall.org. Research and Development Center that focuses on the needs of children and the ways in which those needs can best be met. Division for Early Childhood, DIS. 27 Fort Missoula Road. Number 2. Missoula, Montana 59804. 406-543-0872. dis at dis-sped.org. dec-sped.org. International membership organization for those who work with or on behalf of young children with disabilities and other special needs. Early Childhood Learning and Knowledge Center, ICLC. Administration for Children and Families. Office of Head Start, OHS. 8th floor. Portals Building. Washington, D.C. 20024. 866-763-6481. eclkc.ohs.acf.hhs.gov/hslc. A service of the Office of Head Start, a federal program that promotes the school readiness of children ages birth to 5 from low-income families. Early Childhood Outcomes Center, ECHO. The ECHO Center, CB 8040. UNC Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill, North Carolina 27599-8040. 650-859-4856. Staff at the-echo-center.org. projects.fpg.unc.edu/echo/index.cfm. Promotes the development and implementation of child and family outcome measures for infants, toddlers, and preschoolers with disabilities. Early Childhood Technical Assistance, ECTA, Center. UNC Campus Box 8040. Chapel Hill, North Carolina 27599-8040. 919-962-2001. ECTA Center at unc.edu. ectacenter.org. Helps infants, toddlers, and preschoolers with disabilities and their families. Early Head Start National Resource Center. 1255 23rd Street NW. Number 350. Washington, D.C. 20037. 202-638-1144. snrcinfo@0to3.org. snrc.org. A federally funded community-based program for low-income families with infants and toddlers and pregnant women. Frank Porter Graham Child Development Institute, FPG. University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Campus Box number 8180. Chapel Hill, North Carolina 27599-8180. 919-966-2622. FPG Childcare at unc.edu. fpg.unc.edu. The study of young children and their families. National Association for the Education of Young Children, NAEC. 1313 L St. N.W. Suite 500. Washington, D.C. 20005. 800-424-2460. 202-232-8777. naec.org. A professional membership association of early childhood educators. National Association of School Psychologists, NASP. 4340 East West Highway Suite number 402. Bethesda, Maryland 20814. 866-331-6277. 301-657-0270. Center at nasbweb.org. nasbonline.org. Free tip sheets for parents, students, and educators. National Center on Birth Defects and Developmental Disabilities, NCBDDD. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention 1600 Clifton, Road MSE 87. Atlanta, Georgia 30333. 800-232-4636. cdcinfo@cdc.gov. cdc.gov/ncbddd/index.html. Tries to improve child development by preventing birth defects and developmental disorders and disabilities. National Early Childhood Transition Center, NEXC. 126 Mineral Industries Building. University of Kentucky. Lexington, Kentucky 40506-0051. 866-742-4015. 859-257-2081. hdi.uky.edu/nextc/home.aspx. For young children with disabilities and their families. National Head Start Association, NHSA. 1651 Prince Street. Alexandria, Virginia 22314. 703-739-0875. nhsa.org. Provides preschool for low-income children. National Institute for Early Education Research. 173 Easton Avenue. New Brunswick, New Jersey 08901. 848-932-4350. NIR.org. National Resource Center for Health and Safety in Childcare and Early Education. POB 6511. Aurora, Colorado 80045. 800-598-5437. info@nrckids.org. nrckids.org. Safety and Health in Childcare and Early Education Settings. Publication is Caring for Our Children, National Health and Safety Performance Standards, Guidelines for Early Care and Education Programs. Office of Head Start, Administration for Children and Families. 1250 Maryland Avenue, SW. Washington, D.C. 20024. 202-205-7923. acf.hhs.gov/programs/ohs. The Office of Head Start oversees the implementation of Head Start programs. Pathways Awareness Foundation, PAF. 2591 Compass Road, Suite 100. Glenview, Illinois 60026. 800-955-2445. Pathwaysawareness.org. Promotes the full inclusion and early detection of mental disabilities. Research and Training Center on Early Childhood Development. 8 Elk Mountain Road. Asheville, North Carolina 28804. 828-210-8702. info@puckett.org. research2practice.info. The healthy development of infants, toddlers, and preschoolers with or at risk for developmental delays or disabilities. Technical Assistance Center on Social-Emotional Intervention for Young Children, TACCI. Louis de la Parte, Florida Mental Health Institute. Department of Child and Family Studies. 13301 N. Bruce B. Downs Boulevard. MHC 2-1134. Tampa, Florida 33612-3807. 813-974-9803. Cureton@usf.edu. Challengingbehavior.org. Helps improve the social-emotional outcomes for young children with delays, disabilities or challenging behaviors. 0 to 3. 1255 23rd Street NW. Number 350. Washington, D.C. 20037. 800-899-4301. 202-638-1144. 0to3.org. Improve the lives of infants and toddlers. Montessori Organizations. AMSHQ.org, American Montessori Society, AMS, National Center for Montessori Information, with emphasis on team teaching wherein students work under faculty with strengths in various areas of theory and practicum. School consultation and accreditation protocol, affiliated teacher preparation courses, annual meeting and regional seminars and workshops for member schools, teachers, administrators and parents. IMSMontessori.org, International Montessori Society, IMS, promotes commitment to Montessori principles, with emphasis on preparation of the environment and unobtrusive observation in deference to the individual liberty of the student. School consultation and recognition criteria, publications, teacher education, and regional conferences and workshops for teachers, administrators and parents. IndianMontessoriCenter.org, the Indian Montessori Center, offer courses to train educators in the Montessori method. Includes facts about the center and courses, recognized schools, online bookstore, and general information about the method. Located in Bangalore. MACT.org, Montessori Accreditation Council for Teacher Education, MACT, an autonomous post-secondary accrediting agency for Montessori teacher education programs. The Council accredits 1. Independent post-secondary institutions which offer comprehensive, in-residence certification, and 2. Programs or departments located within institutions already accredited by another recognized agency. MAPN.org, Montessori Education Institute of the Pacific Northwest, Meaton, Seattle, Washington, USA. A Montessori community committed to educating, preparing, and supporting teachers. MMSOC.org, Michigan Montessori Society. The society promotes the philosophy of Maria Montessori and provides resources to teachers, parents, and administrators. MONTESSORI-AMI.org, Association Montessori Internationale, AMI, organization founded in 1929 by Drive Maria Montessori to maintain the integrity of her life's work and to ensure its perpetuation after her death. Guidance for AMI training courses, for establishment of schools, for manufacture of approved educational materials and for publication of Drive Montessori's books. Organization of congresses and study conferences. MONTESSORI-ICME.com, International Center for Montessori Education, ICME, located in Amman, Jordan. Offers teacher training, accreditation, and other resources for the Montessori community. Montessori.org, the Montessori Foundation, non-profit organization dedicated to the advancement of Montessori education in the U.S. and abroad. Programs and resources for parents, teachers, administrators, and board members. Montessori.org.nz, Montessori Association of New Zealand, MANZ, resource for parents, educators, and researchers. Teacher training, conferences, news, and listing of schools. Organizations' early childhood education websites. Accesseast.org, Access, Membership Association for professionals offering support for associate degree programs. AECEO.ca, Association Early Childhood Educators Ontario, professional body offering industry news and advocacy. California Kindergarten Association.org, California Kindergarten Association, includes information on conferences, grants, publications, current legislation, and membership. CDCHeadStart.org, Child Development Council of Franklin County, provides Head Start services to income-eligible children ages 3 to 5 and their families in the Columbus, Ohio area. Includes mission statement, program information, and contact numbers. CDR.org, Child Development Resources, private, non-profit agency provides services for young children and their families, as well as training for early childhood and early intervention professionals. Site provides an overview of both services and training, as a brief history of the agency. CECL.NL.edu, McCormick Center for Early Childhood Leadership, offers professional development and program evaluation. Includes articles and research notes. ChildcareCanada.org, Childcare Resource and Research Unit, CRRU, focuses on early childhood care, education research and advocacy for the publicly funded, universally accessible, comprehensive, not-for-profit system of early childhood care and education in Canada. Research, resource, and policy links. Childswork.org, Child's Work Learning Centre, Inc., a non-profit early childhood centre in Portland, or earlychildhooddevelopment.ca, Early Childhood Development Association of Prince Edward Island, a non-profit organization to promote the physical, emotional, social, and cognitive development of young children. Mission Statement, List of Accomplishments, Code of Ethics and Membership Information. earlychildhoodeducator.com, Pacific Rim Early Childhood Institute, provides government-licensed courses in early childhood education via distance education. eastbc.ca, Early Childhood Educators of British Columbia, provides an overview of the organization as well as product order form and membership organization. eastmentor.org, California Early Childhood Mentor Program, tells who the agency is and what it does. Includes an introduction to the mentoring program, a participants area and a list of printed materials available for sale. FroebelFoundation.org, Froebel Foundation USA. The Froebel Foundation USA was established in January 2001 to promote the educational ideas of Friedrich Froebel to the world at large and preserve the history of the U.S. Kindergarten movement. HighScope.org, High/Scope Educational Research Foundation, independent nonprofit research, curriculum development, teacher training, and public advocacy organization. An overview of educational programs, a catalog of published materials, assessment tools, and research studies. EAP.org, Institutes for the Achievement of Human Potential, introduces caregivers to the field of child brain development. Serves both brain-injured children and well children. JStart.org, Jumpstart, recruits, trains, supervises and supports college students to work with early childhood programs such as Head Start. News, locations, and volunteer opportunities. NAEC.org, the National Association for the Education of Young Children, professional organization which promotes excellence in early childhood education. Information for educators and parents, conference information, professional development resources and a members-only section. NewJerseySite.org, Coalition of Infant/Toddler Educators, promotes quality care and education through professional development and other resources. ParentsAsTeachers.org, Parents as Teachers National Center, non-profit parent education organization providing parents of children prenatal age 5 with support and information on their developing child through a network of local programs. PlayCenter.org.nz, Play Center, provides parent education and examines characteristics of quality early childhood education. Puckett.org, the Orlana Hawks Puckett Institute, a not-for-profit organization engaging in activities that enhance and promote healthy child, parent, and family functioning. SanDiegoAEE.org, San Diego Association for the Education of Young Children, includes brief mission statement, list of upcoming events and resources for child care providers and children's advocates. 0to3.org, 0 to 3, offers a comprehensive interactive resource for parents and early childhood education professionals on healthy development of children ages 0 to 3 years. Art education organizations. AANJ.org, Art Administrators of New Jersey, a professional organization for visual arts educators throughout the state of New Jersey. AEP-ARTS.org, Arts Education Partnership, collaboration between arts, education, business, philanthropic and government organizations that promote educational policies supportive of arts education. AICAD.org, Association of Independent Colleges of Art and Design, operates programs that inform the public about art and design colleges and programs that improve the quality of the member colleges. Angelfire.com/FL3/CFTADE, Vero Beach Center for the Arts Education Program, information on programs for schools, the public, and summer art camp. ARTS-ACCREDIT.org, National Office for Arts Accreditation, provides information on 4 specialized accrediting agencies: National Association of Schools of Music, National Association of Schools of Art and Design, National Association of Schools of Theatre and National Association of Schools of Dance. ASART.org, Arizona Art Education Association, lessons, links, and information about art education in Arizona. CollegeArt.org, College Art Association, membership organization that promotes excellence in scholarship and teaching in the history and criticism of the visual arts and in creativity and technical skill in the teaching and practices of art. FEA.org, Florida Art Education Association, promotes and supports education by certified art teachers. Conference schedule, publications, galleries, forum, and membership details. Institute for Traditional Studies.org, the Institute for Traditional Studies, researches, performs and promotes traditional arts education. Based in California. NAFAE.org.uk, National Association for Fine Art Education, features membership information, policies, news, and discussions, AGM. Reports, publications, links, resource, and contact details. NSEED.org, National Society for Education in Art and Design, leading national authority concerned with art, craft, and design for all phases of education in the United Kingdom. Provides news, events, resources, links, and research information. TouchstoneCenter.net, the Touchstone Center, information on arts and education projects, workshops, seminars, publications program, the archival project and upcoming activities, for arts education organization based in New York City. utc.edu/outreach/SCEA, the Southeast Center for Education in the Arts, institutes in music, theater, and visual art offering professional development programs, instructional materials, newsletter and other resources helpful to arts educators at the elementary and secondary school levels. WIArtaid.org, Wisconsin Art Education Association, information for Wisconsin art educators, kindergarten through college. Includes regional and national news, WAEA-specific information, organization programs, activities and resources and student artwork. Literacy organization websites. nald.ca/litweb/internet/internet.htm, literacy organizations. ncsall.net, the National Center for the Study of Adult Learning and Literacy. rif.org. familylit.org. literacydirectory.org. Chapter 2. Education Organizations Guide 2. National Educational Associations and Organizations. ECS.org, Education Commission of the States, Education Issues, 50 State Information, Newsroom. PTA.org, Parent Teacher Association, National PTA, helping improve the education/health/well-being of children. NFHS.org, National Federation of State High School Associations, Interscholastic Activities, Sportsmanship. IECAonline.com, Independent Educational Consultants Association, counsel students/families in educational programs. NEA.org, National Education Association, parents, getting involved in your child's reading, math, science. NASBonline.org/index.html, National Association of School Psychologists. Edweek.org. EducationSector.org, EducationSector.org, research and policy analysis and promote outstanding work by education analysts. Famlit.org, National Center for Family Literacy, educational/economic opportunity for at-risk children/parents. HigherEducation.org, National Center for Public Policy in Higher Education, promotes policies for high-quality education. AAUW.org, American Association of University Women, promotes equity for all women and girls, lifelong education. NEPHE.org, New England Board of Higher Education, promotes greater educational opportunities and services. CEP-DC.org, Center on Education Policy, National, Independent Advocate for Public Education. NHSA.org, National Head Start Association, meeting the needs of Head Start children and their families, SchoolCounselor.org, American School Counselor Association, Parents and Public, Articles for Parents, Back to School Tips. NAEC.org, National Association for the Education of Young Children, Promoting Quality, Early Childhood Education. AFT.org, American Federation of Teachers. ALL4ED.org, Alliance for Excellent Education working to make every child graduate, what can you do? CCSSO.org, Council of Chief State School Officers, CSO. Some articles at ccsso.org/resource-library. ccsso.org/blog. Massachusetts Education Organizations. Massachusetts Developmental Disabilities Council. 174 Portland Street 5th floor. Boston, Massachusetts 02114. 617-727-6374. Fax, 617-727-1174. council@mddc.state.ma.us, council@mddc.state.ma.us. ASEPage.org, Massachusetts Administrators for Special Education. 80 Prospect Street Suite 211. Cambridge, Massachusetts 02138. Phone, 617-354-4924. Fax, 617-354-4926. MAPS.org, Massachusetts Association of Approved Private Schools. 17 Lakeside Office Park. Wakefield, Massachusetts 01880. 781-245-1220. info@maps.org, info@maps.org. MASC.org, Massachusetts Association of School Committees. 1 McKinley Square, 2nd floor. Boston, Massachusetts 02109. 617-523-8454. Fax, 617-542-6313. massupt.org/directory/directory.cfm?roundtable =tri-county, Massachusetts Association of School Superintendents. 132 Lincoln Street Suite 6L. Boston, Massachusetts 02111. 617-451-1151. Fax, 617-451-1004. MAVA.us, Massachusetts Association of Vocational Administrators. Blue Hills Regional Voc/Tech School. 800 Randolph Street. Canton, Massachusetts 02021. 781-828-5800. Fax, 781-828-0794. MassGifted.org, the Massachusetts Association for Gifted Education. POB 870,065. Milton Village, Massachusetts 02187-0065. 508-676-5582. MSPA.org, Massachusetts Elementary School Principals Association. 28 Lord Road Suite 125. Marlborough, Massachusetts 01752. 508-624-0500. Fax, 508.486/9965. aftma.net, Massachusetts Federation of Teachers. 38 Chauncey Street Suite 402. 617-423-3342. Fax, 617-423-0174. massbda.org, Massachusetts Parent-Teacher Student Association. 84 Reed Street. Lexington, Massachusetts 02421. 781-894-7644, 888-404-4782. massbda@aol.com, massbda@aol.com. mspa-online.com, Massachusetts School Psychologists Association. 167 Milk Street Suite 478. Boston, Massachusetts 02109-4315. 1781-273-0 9400. msba1@aol.com, msba1@aol.com. mssaa.org, Massachusetts Secondary School Administrator Association, Inc. 33 Forge Parkway, Franklin, Massachusetts 02038. mshahearsay.org, Massachusetts Speech Language Hearing Association. 200 Reservoir Street, Needham, Massachusetts 02194. 781-444-4098, 800-898-8177. mshahq@aol.com, mshahq@aol.com. massteacher.org, Massachusetts Teachers Association. 20 Ashburton Place, Boston, Ma. 617-742-7950. Fax, 617-742-7360. wguy@massteacher.org, wguy@massteacher.org. mass.gov/ea/consumer/disability-type/services-by-head-injury/bis/cs.html, brain injury and statewide specialized services, BISCs. Massachusetts Rehabilitation Commission. 27-43 Wormwood Street, Boston, Massachusetts 02210. 617-204-3852, v. 617-204-3817, tty. shipu@state.ma.us, shipu@state.ma.us. vsmass.org, VSA, Very Special Arts, Massachusetts. China Trade Center. 2 Boylston Street, 2nd floor, Boston, Massachusetts 02116-9856. 617-350-7713. vsmass@accessexpress.net, vsmass@accessexpress.net. ma.easterseals.com, Easter Seals, Massachusetts. Call for info about assistive technology, recreation, and therapy. 484 Main Street, Worcester, Massachusetts 01608. 508-757-2756. Chapter 3. Education Organizations Guide 3. Education Trade Organization Websites. AAS.org, American Association for Adult and Continuing Education. AAAE.org, Association for Advancement of Arts Education. aacc.ncha.edu/pages, American Association of Community Colleges. aacc.ncha.edu/resources/careers/jobbank/lists/jobbankjobs/activejobs.aspx. AAS.org, Association for the Advancement of Computing in Education. AACT.org, American Association of Colleges for Teacher Education. AACT.org/careercenter.html. aamc.org, American Association of Medical Colleges. aamc.org/services/career-connect. aascu.org, American Association of State Colleges and Universities. aaup.org/aaup, American Association of University Professors. aauw.org, American Association of University Women. asenet.edu, American Council on Education. aect.org, Association for Educational Communications and Technology. ED.Academy for Educational Development, addressing human development needs in the United States and throughout the world. ERA.net, American Educational Research Association. ALA.org, American Library Association. ALA.org/AASL, American Association of School Librarians. AMSHQ.org, American Montessori Society. ARL.org, Association of Research Libraries. arl.org/resources/careers/positions/index.shtml. arteducators.org, National Art Education Association. asbointl.org, Association of School Business Officials. ASCD.org, Association for Supervision and Curriculum Development. ascd.org/about-ascd/career-opportunities/careers-at-ascd.aspx. ASE.UK, Association for Science Education. AUCC.ca, Association of Universities and Colleges of Canada. avaonline.org, Association for Career and Technical Education. betac.org, Bilingual/ESL Technical Assistance Centers, BETAC, are centers for staff development and technical assistance to all educators, funded through grants from New York State Education Department's Office of Bilingual Education. careercenter.AAE.org. careercenter.aaup.org. careers.arteducators.org. careers.asbointl.org. careers.myacpa.org. careers.nasb.org. careers.nice.org. ceanational.org, Correctional Education Association. cgcs.org, Council of the Great City Schools. cgcs.org/jobs. cra.org, Computing Research Association. cra.org/ads-jobs. cupahr.org, College and University Professional Association for Human Resources. cupahr.org/joblani. dominicandream.org, provides disadvantaged children in the Dominican Republic with access to quality education. educationlaw.org, Education Law Association. educause.edu, Educase, Educause, an association for transforming education. ewa.org, National Education Writers Association. ewa.org/site/pageserver?page name =resources_job center, jobs at National Education. Fulbright-Teacher-Exchange.org, Fulbright Teacher Exchange Program. Provides opportunities to qualified teachers currently employed in schools, colleges, and universities to participate in a 1-year direct exchange of positions with teachers from other countries. ibe.unesco.org, International Bureau of Education. IREX.org, International Research and Exchanges Board is an international non-profit organization specializing in education, independent media, Internet development and civil society programs. ISAME.org, International Society for Music Education. Joblist.ala.org. Jobs.os.org. Jobs.educause.edu/jobs. Jobs.socialstudies.org. LDAC-ACTA.ca, Learning Disabilities Association of Canada. LDANATL.org, Learning Disabilities Association of America. LibraryJobPostings.org. MENSI.org, National Association for Music Education. mensi.org/careers/view_public. myacpa.org, American College Personnel Association. nacacnet.org/pages, National Association for College Admission Counseling. nasb.org, National Association of Elementary School Principals. nafsa.org, Association for International Educators. NISE.org, National Association of Independent Schools. nats.org, National Association of Teachers of Singing. nats.org/job-center.html. ncaa.org/wps/portal, National Collegiate Athletic Association. nctm.org, National Council of the Teachers of Mathematics. NEA.org, National Education Association. Psychologicalscience.org, Association for Psychological Science. psychologicalscience.org/employment. PTA.org, National Parent Teachers Association. Schoolcounselor.org, American School Counselor Association. SIETAR-EUROPA.org, International Society for Intercultural Education. Socialstudies.org, National Council for the Social Studies. UNESCO.org, Education, Science, Culture, and Communication. Organizations that place teachers or help place teachers. IECAonline.com, Independent Educational Consultants Association. NAFSA.org, Association of International Educators, NAFSA. AAIE.org, Association for the Advancement of International Education. ECIS.org, European Council of International Schools, ESIS. ISAschools.org, International Schools Association. IIE.org, Institute of International Education. EARCOS.org, East Asia Regional Council of Schools. Department of Defense Education Activity. 4040 North Fairfax Drive Web Building. Arlington, Virginia 22203. DOTA.edu. Friends of World Teaching P.O. Box 301,994. Escondido, California 92030-1994. 760-233-0073. Graph@fauti.com. Fauti.com lists English language K-12 schools in over 100 countries. Teacher usually pays airfare, housing, stipend, and/or health insurance may be provided depending on country. International Schools Services. P.O. Box 5910. Princeton, New Jersey 08543. 609-452-0990. Fax 609-452-2690. EDU staffing at iss.edu. iss.edu. Applicants for overseas teaching positions in private American international schools are able to interview in the States at one of ISS's U.S-based international recruitment centers. Applicants must have a bachelor's degree, 2 years of current K-12 teaching experience and in most cases teaching certification. Council of International Schools. UK. Office. 21A Lovant St. Petersfield, Hampshire, GU323EL. 011-44-0-1732-63131. Fax 011-44-0-1732-168913. COIS.org. CIS is a not-for-profit association and a good resource for international education. They also provide teacher and administrative recruitment services. The International Educator, www.tieonline.com. The International Educator. P.O. Box 513. Comaquid, Massachusetts 02637. 508-790-1990. 877-375-6668. Fax 508-790-1922. Subscription service with job postings for American and British overseas and international schools.